EA Sports. And coming up next, it's the Jets, reigning league MVP. He was a tour de force a week ago. 6 passing touchdowns. It's the Jets and the...
So now it's the Jets getting out on offense for their opening drive. And leading them out in his 6th season in the league now is their quarterback.
If there's such thing as perfection in the NFL for a quarterback, well, he pretty much achieved it last week. QB rating through the roof. No mistakes, 6 touchdowns. Just a phenomenal day. Hard to replicate, but the consistency and the confidence that can come out of that should endure.
Catch is made down the right sideline. 35 on the pickup. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So the big play moves him well past midfield, has him set up now at the 35. To throw here on first down. Finds him on the crossing route. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
And he will score. Touchdown, New York! The Jets finish off their opening drive. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call it could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it.
The Jets and their quarterback ready to take over once again. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already this is an important contest for them that could have postseason implications down the line. They'll throw to begin this drive. He's on the move. This is reeled in by Wilson. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Getting out to his left. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
2nd and 10 now. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That goes for 36 yards. And that will set up first and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. From the red zone now. Escapes out to the left. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Jets take a second quarter lead. Just a great effort there from him, Brock, to take it upon himself, embrace the initiative, and turn that drive into 6.
You know, Kate, there was a day when you were watching Steve Young or Randall Cunningham, and that felt like a bonus touchdown. But that's not today. It feels like every quarterback's got to be able to score, be a dual threat on the ground. It's part of an offense every single team relies upon.
The Jets ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And this is an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock, getting a key division matchup so early in this season. They'll throw on first. Escapes the pocket. Connects with the open man downfield. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. This play goes for 36. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Throwing now on first down. That's complete to Wilson. Touchdown, New York! The Jets take a 13-point lead. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine, surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
The Jets headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. To the air now on 1st and 10. He throws a bullet deep to the... That's grabbed inside the 30. Then he takes it in. Touchdown, New York! The Jets grow their lead just before halftime. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. First and 10, looking to throw. On the move, headed right. Malachi Corley reels it in. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll give the Jets a first down. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Back to pass on 1st and 10. He takes it himself. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
To throw it on first down. Forced out to his right. Schultz with the catch. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. And he has stayed productive throughout this game. He's up to the 300-yard mark after that last completion. Really has been a solid showing for him finding his targets. All right, set now. 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Pass play now. It's inside the 10. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. They are in great shape here as we wind down this third quarter. They've got a 3-score lead. Another, and that could put this just too far out of reach. First and 10, they're going to throw. Diving right side, got it! And they get there to touch him down, Brock, but a big gain on that play.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Pass play on first and 10. Flush down now to his left. This is complete to Schultz. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. And that completion gets him up to 400 yards in the football game. No, it's a tough mark to reach, but one that every quarterback takes pride in being able to reach, or at least challenge every so often. So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got first and 10 inside the red zone. Dropping back to throw. Buys time. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York! The Jets lengthen the lead at the end of the third. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Chased out to his right. Brought in inside the 20. He does it. Touchdown, New York. The Jets put up even more points in a win. Malachi Corley the touchdown. Spread the field and send him all deep, baby. All right, this might be a stupid question, Brock, but what makes that play call successful against an NFL secondary?
Yeah, because 4 verts is good against a college secondary, a high school secondary, a Pop Warner secondary, because it burdens and stresses that defense. And if you got people that can run and you got 4 choices to choose from, oftentimes you'll find one to hit on.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. He's on the move. Fits it through the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut.
Big gain downfield. He has the New York touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
So the win goes to the Jets. And their start to the season not cooling off by any means as they move to 4-0 on the year.